This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
All right, everybody, how's it going? Friday night, it's open comms. The gang is here. Drunk Canadian is still away, but closer and closer, he will be back. I think a few weeks out now. But we got Blastum here again this week. How's it going, Blastum?
Good, Drayden, thank you.
And we got Winter back as well. And Z-Master is watching live with us. It's a rarity, but he's here. What's up, Z-Master?
Hi, Mrs. Country.
And Mrs. Country's here as well. All right.
Well, she's in
Kick
the
it off.
audience. I'm like late. I just literally tapped a beer and I'm gonna pour a shot. I'm not gonna do one yet, but yeah. Anyways, hey, thanks for listening tonight. You know what? I don't know. There was somebody that said that we should do a sober show because we got a lot of shit to fucking talk about here. And
who said that?
Caleb said that.
Heathens.
So nobody listens
Kick
to
him
Caleb.
off.
So
He's not allowed.
Sacrilege.
but whatever, yeah. So I don't know. You know what? Let's just jump right into a little bit. Well, unless you guys have some kind of banter up front. What's everybody been up to? How's your week been?
He's been good.
Sunburn arms.
We got to spend a little time with Curtis, Ruffage, and Guard this week on Wednesday as they came out to Vegas to do some scouting trip for eVegas.
That's right.
How did that go?
The big three
Very
went out
good.
to Vegas to scout out the new location. So yeah, you know what? I don't even have that on my agenda. So tell us about it.
Well, really, dinner was kind of Wednesday night from about 8 o'clock to about 10:30. We kind of tried to shut the place down, but we talked a lot of different things. They visited about 10 or 11, maybe up to 12 nightclubs for the Saturday. So there's a bunch of options there that could be outdoor with pool. We could have one that's exclusive only to Eve players, for that night. There could be one that's
Did you say
with
a pool?
A pool, outdoor pool.
That'd be
Very
nice.
kind of really awesome
party?
place.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, we're not
I don't
going
know.
to
I
pool.
don't
Wait,
know.
wait.
I
Are
don't
you
want to
saying-
bathe with some of these people, and that's what it would turn
Yeah.
into.
No,
Wait, Blastum,
this would
did you
get them
say that? Did you say that there's a potential to have a party that's exclusive to Eve players only, or does that mean
Yes.
do some options make
We would-
it so they can't totally book it out? That
We
we
would
have to
book
have
it out the
normies.
place. We would
Okay.
book out the place. It would be only
And that
Eve
makes it
people.
even better because
Cause I don't want any fucking it sounds super elitist, but I don't want any normies there. Cause having just all Eve players makes it an absolute blast.
well, right.
Do you know what
and I'm
normies? Do you know what
saying the pool-
normies say? I don't want to be around them filthy gamers.
Yeah, well, having the pool,
Yeah.
a
Hence
pool
why we
party,
get kicked out every year from a real nightclub.
pool party is amazing. But can you just imagine all just a bunch of Eve nerds all in the pool together? That is a party of the
Yes,
century.
yes, it's a fucking
Yes.
No,
That's
that makes it so
disgusting.
much
Very.
better.
At least
I
they
want
don't have
that.
to worry about
T-shirts on in the
bathing.
pool.
No, I don't.
Wait, no, hold on. Are we
No.
talking? Are we talking here about an event at a pool thing, or are we talking about the Saturday night party?
It's a Saturday night thing. It would be a Saturday party,
Ugh.
but it's centered around a pool and the nightclub and pool together. And it's on top of one of the casinos
Oh,
here down
okay,
on the
all
strip.
right.
So that's basically what it is.
It's not a freaking pool party. It just happens to be
No.
at a pool top location.
Exactly.
That inevitably some
With-
drunk bastard would fall
Yeah,
into.
is the expectation that their people bring their swimming suits and
No.
swim, or is it you just dress up and conveniently there's water, let's see who gets pushed in first?
Pretty close.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that was kind of the Saturday night talk. So there's plenty of options. So I don't think
Nightclub.
Let me
and
they're
drag
gonna come
Gomel
back
in here.
probably in a couple weeks. They've probably got to narrow it down to about three or top three, and then go from there.
I don't use a swimsuit, I
Friday
use a
night
skin
talk
suit.
was. Friday night talk is, it could be a couple different locations. They did scout out downtown again. I think logistically downtown's always really tough. It's got the coolest bars, but logistically it's really difficult to get downtown. So I would
you spend a lot of time getting people lined up for buses and getting them down there, and then of course the return trip back. I mean, there's a lot of down wasted time, as opposed to higher quality drinking time.
Yeah, so I think that even downtown's great. It might be actually a different option. We don't know yet. And there's a couple other options out there that
Did they look right there around the link and the big giant?
Oh
okay,
yeah,
fine.
yeah. That was there's a couple places there that are open just to being a night for Eve players on Friday night, which is great because if they book out a place just there on the link or two places on the link, other players who don't buy Friday night can join us, right? So I think that's a great option as well. And then lastly, we had to talk about the meeting space, and the big showroom is awesome. It's a lot better than just kind of having the big room at Planet Hollywood. It's structured like a theater. You can sit there and you kind of have theater seating and a nice big stage.
Blastum, can you move your mic towards your nose because everyone's complaining about the popping?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just got here. What are we talking about?
I think it might be. Do you have a fan on in there, Blastum?
Yeah, I do.
It's
That's
the
why-
fan blowing on it when you activate your mic.
Okay.
Hey, Gommel, thanks for coming. Right now we're just talking with Blastum about because he lives out in Las Vegas, and CCP Guard, CCP
Oh,
Roughage,
you're talking about Vegas?
and Curtis were out there scouting out the area around the link for Saturday night party and pub crawl and other things as well. They were I was following them on Twitter.
Make
which
sure
was
they
not
got ramps because we're looking at plane tickets.
There you go. See, yeah, I mean,
There you go.
There's
and, most of these
elevators
places
right
are
there in the.
accessible, so.
Yeah, it's very accessible. There's elevators that go from the lobby up to the meeting area.
No, I'm sure at Las Vegas they thrive on separating old people from their money, and it's got to be accessible everywhere.
Yes.
Hey, just real quick, Drayden, if you can see if you can get Dodd in here, because when we go to talk about this advanced AI and the Satoyo, he was there today, so that would also be helpful.
Yeah, I'll get him in there. Also, once Gommel's done, Jim J99 is coming in. He said that there's an event for Vegas that he's going to be lining up, so he's going to come in and plug that as well. So.
Yep. I saw that there before, so I wanted to ask him about that as well. But yeah, so they're looking at all these things, and they're also looking at other things. Again, Eve Vegas is getting bigger every year. Again, we said it last week that 700 tickets had been sold by the beginning of May. I'll bet you they're capping this at like 1,000. So that's
we're up to 800.
Yeah. So I mean, by now it's it's got to be going up. But one of the things they're also looking at, because a lot of people do bring their spouses, as we know, like Mrs. McGurk comes, and people like that. Other people come along. Some people come and they don't actually buy tickets to the Eve event. They just come for kind of like the social gathering that surrounds the whole thing. But one of the things that apparently Guard and them were looking at out there was I guess some possibly some deals on some other touristy things to where you can do that maybe if you come in early or stay late or something like that.
Yeah, we threw out the Pink Jeep tours, which there's a couple different options out there. Hoover Dam was basically a 3-hour out there, do the tour, come back, and they absolutely felt that was right in the wheelhouse of what they want to showcase more experiences for Vegas.
Are we gonna get discounts on the dispensaries? No.
Oh, they have dispensaries in Vegas.
Can't quite answer that yet, but I think
it's gonna be legal recreationally. First time that it's going to be held in a city like that.
Yep. July 1st
is it legalized
when
in Vegas?
they actually started.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
California, Nevada,
I didn't know.
Maine, and Massachusetts.
I don't have to.
You don't have to
find
go
that
to
guy in
the
club.
shady old Mo on the corner.
Nope. You can just find your good old buddy Gommel Knox. I mean, go find someone respectable.
Gommel's gonna have like saddlebags on his wheelchair.
Hey, can I crash your party?
We got Matterall on
if you
mobile.
find me, just puff twice and pass.
Oh, sorry, Matterall just came in on mobile.coms here. But yeah, you know what? So it does sound good. It sounds like it sounds like they're doing what they were supposed to do, which is go out there and scout out this location that they're unaware of. to find new options for the Saturday night party and the pub crawl and everything else kind of in between. So that's good. I'm glad to see that they were doing that. I was really kind of saddened to see that apparently they were doing this shit on Snapchat and Instagram, and I just don't know that many teenage girls that play this game.
Okay, I'll have you know, Grath Telkin has Snapchat, and me and him Snapchat all the time.
Yeah,
so you can definitely
my wife does not fucking stop with the Snapchat. Like,
yeah, but Grath is practically a 15-year-old girl.
I hear all about. Did you hear this Snapchat story? No.
Like, look at this. Here's CCP. So that's what CCP Refuge. Oh, CCP Curtis in Las Vegas. The link. Please keep checking our Snapchat. Next up, CCP Mimic and CCP American visiting the Eve players in Scandinavia because they're on Finfleet. For those who are following them on Twitter. Like, there's Mimic on the boat. You guys can see like my reflection. Here's Food. She's with the view.
Now are these pictures
Here's Eve Nerds. Yeah, this is Snapchat. This is all right now.
This is Snapchat.
This is upside down. Actually, I don't know.
How are you getting the picture the second time?
Look, we've got Tweetfleet and Twitter. Okay, obviously they've done a lot of stuff with Reddit. I've never heard that they've been big on the Snapchat or Instagram type thing. I don't know that is a widely used thing. Hold on. So can you tell me what you've seen from Vegas that they have been putting out there? Because I guess that you are a Snapchat girl.
So he Blaston
and if other
mentioned,
Snapchat girls want to talk, feel free.
So Blaston mentioned the pink Jeep, so they tweeted that out. They tweeted their tour of the Hoover Dam. They tweeted some of the nightclubs as well as showcasing the big sort of stadium not stadium, like auditorium with like stadium seating where they would give all the presentations. So it was like glimpses of what they're looking at versus just like, oh, here's a picture on Imgur, or oh, here's a Twitter with like 4 pictures. They could kind of dictate a little bit more, and like there's a few of them like showing off like in a pool or like, hey, here's what we're drinking. So it looked like they were having fun and actually going out and like seeing things.
Hey Dirk, I think there's 15-year-old girls on Snapchat and all that, but aren't there also predatory guys?
Well, there are predatory guys,
yes.
And that may be a wide swath of the Eve player population. However.
Oh,
actually,
I see what you did there, Matterall.
The pictures that you're mentioning are ones that it sounds like they also tweeted out.
Well, I was
wondering, guys are all just low secrets. That's all they are.
Because isn't when you look at something on Snapchat, it's gone forever. So how did you relook at those?
They have 24 hours.
They put them in the story. So like here you can see. Oh my God, I'm not gonna show you this because I'll show my friends. It says tap to replay. So you tap it and it loads it all again.
Oh, okay.
And some of it was like the stories were like 24 hours. That's how long, or they re-update the story and they would have a couple different ones. But I thought it was.
I installed Snapchat, but I don't use it. Although I did see Grath's one tweet or Snapchat. Snap? What do you call him?
His one snap? What do you call him?
His snap or his snippet?
I snapped you.
One snap.
His snipper? Yeah, so I saw Grath's snipper, and the one where he was like in the abandoned warehouse is like, someone used to be here, they're not here, we don't know when they're coming back, but there's homeless people around here. You can hear them scuffling around, but you can never find them. I was just like, that's actually pretty.
That was like his last Snapchat I got from him, so I just assumed he died or something.
Yeah, it's like, it's behind you, Grath. Fuck.
But yeah, and so again, that sounds cool. Hopefully we'll be hearing something soon about the Saturday night party and pub crawl. I mean, the Saturday night party, those tickets are on sale now. Number one, if you buy a ticket to Eve Vegas, a full ticket, the Saturday night party comes with it. There is a limited supply of Saturday night party tickets only. Okay, and then eventually we're going to be seeing them tell us what the pub crawl is going to be, and the tickets for that will be sold as well. So
yeah, and those are separate from pub crawl tickets are separate from the Eve Vegas event.
Hey Dirk, how much are we going to want, like real talk, how much are we going to want to go to that Saturday night event?
The Saturday night event, I'm going to tell you, okay, so obviously the last few years it's been at the Chateau nightclub at the Paris Hotel. I have had a fucking ballin' time there, okay? If you did not have a kind of a seating area and waitress service and shit like that, and you were waiting in line at the bar, last year it got really crowded because we've just gotten so big that place just can't accommodate it anymore. So they are looking for something that can accommodate not only more people this year, because we're going to have more people, but they're also looking for a place that maybe doesn't say, okay, it's 11 o'clock. All you nerds that can't dress right, get the fuck out of here. But
the
the Saturday night party, it's fun. I'm sorry. Look, it's typically it's been a dance club atmosphere and and all that shit. It is a good time. But I got to be honest, by 11 or 11:30, people are ready to go back to the hotel and start hitting private parties or just, whatever the communal bar at the hotel is. It's not bad to get kicked out of there at 11:30. Because let me tell you something, $14 for a fucking beer last year, I really didn't need it.
Nope.
Whoa. Yeah.
Wasn't that high for a beer?
Once you start getting nightclub pricing, okay, as opposed to open bar, it does get a little bit stiff. So being asked to leave is not necessarily bad for your wallet.
Well, you get to see how EVE players clean up too, which is not very well, but you'll...
Oh yeah. Well, no.
Some of them look really nice.
The vast majority.
There's some that go in like the full-on suits,
but walk in looking decent.
But then you get the guys going in like flip-flops and shorts and a white beater.
Dirk looks.
I'm gorgeous. I'm just 3'5".
Yeah. No, I mean, the year before, I think it may have been the first year we went to Chateau or whatever. There were some problems like people coming in like work boots and shorts and just whatever. But then the next year they put it out there going, hey, look, you know what, fucking collared shirt, look like an upstanding individual, like you're actually going out to a nightclub, not a roller rink or something. And it got better. And then last year it was better. People, some people get really fucking decked out and but again, everybody needs to remember, it's goddamn Las Vegas, Nevada nightclub.
Yeah, you don't have to wear a suit. You look better if you have a suit, but you don't have to wear a suit. Just bring some slacks, a button-up dress shirt, and some dress shoes. That's all. That's it.
Well, isn't
that's
it
all
true
you need.
That some people get too dressed up? Like your wife actually got stopped at the door.
Oh yeah,
that's not too dressed
they're like,
up.
I'm sorry, ma'am. No escorts allowed in the club.
Club appropriate dress.
But yeah, there's people that go in like full-on tuxes, and stuff, but.
And years ago, when Tamir Link showed up in a white tux was fucking amazing.
As Roden said, dressed to sort of impress. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if Mitani showed up in a white tux?
Yeah, you don't even have to dress to sort of impress. You just got to dress to not disappoint.
White tux. Oh god.
But yeah, so anyways, all right. You know what? Like I said, oh my God, we're 20 minutes in. Number one, we're gonna do a fucking shot. So you know what? Here's a shot. Thanks for the report there, Blastum. Here's to Curtis and Ruffage and Guard for going out there and doing the heavy lifting that an employee from CCP has to do to make sure that EVE Vegas stays the premier party for CCP and EVE Online.
Yeah.
Shots.
But getting down into some real news here, we're just gonna real quick do this one short thing, and then we're going to get into the Blood Raiders for Toyo and the advanced AI. But just an announcement that color blindness support is coming to EVE Online.
That's actually really, really awesome, and I'm really glad you brought that up. Because
I'm actually
I'm all about accessibility, Gamal.
Yes, absolutely. No, I'm totally I mean, it's like something that you don't really see a lot of games do it. Like you see some games will take the step and they will make their game colorblind friendly, especially for people with like the most common red-green color blindness. But it just goes to show how many games use red and green interchangeably, and they don't even think twice about it.
Well, I mean, it's like
how do colorblind people know who to shoot? Awesome.
Well, I mean, the triads in your monitor are like red, blue, and green, so like it's very common to have those colors. The thing though, it's weird, like, because you're right, there isn't that many games that have the colorblind support, but it just seems like since some of the bigger games, like League of Legends did it, there was there's a few other big ones that did it, and like once these big
Dota,
piloting,
Diablo
like
3 as well.
once the big piloting games started doing it, you think that it'd just be like a kind of wave where all the other games would follow suit, and it's kind of surprising that there's this many games at this time that don't have that support. I mean, I can understand for games that actually no, I can't.
I was just gonna say it really depends on the engine. Like it all depends on the game engine in question. Like whether or not it could support that.
Do have a question about that. Wasn't there a workaround by going into your overview settings and setting it up that way?
So Winter, I'm colorblind and I've tried
Windows
that and it's terrible.
You tried that? Well. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not colorblind, so I don't know. I mean,
a lot of colorblind have trouble.
And to be perfectly honest, that is an issue that they even actually reference in here is that, you know, as they're trying to build this, right, they're not colorblind, so they're trying to build it and then they go out there and test it. And one of the things I want to direct, if you are colorblind, okay, or you know somebody who's colorblind that you think might be able to benefit from this, down at the bottom of this, it tells you, well, can I try? Well, of course you can. From the Eve launcher, switch from Tranquility over to this test server Singularity and give it a shot. They've also got a survey there for these people to be able to, like, kind of give feedback on it, right? Because I don't know. I don't know that they have any colorblind developers up there who are, like, you know, putting this shit together. So they're kind of like they're kind of working in the not colorblind.
You should know there's a couple of CSM members that were actually put this high on their list of why they should be nominated or elected. Neither one of them got in, actually, but this was high on the list of, like, visibility of things that they wanted to change.
This sounds like a nice guy thing. This sounds like something Judge pushed or Jintan or somebody.
Also, real quick, Sadis, you're Jim, right? Jim J?
Yes, I am.
Okay, real quick, before we get away from the Vegas thing too much, you had an event that you were going to plug, and before we pass you up, let's let you do that.
Absolutely.
Let's see what he wants to plug that conflicts with the Open Comms live show on Thursday night. But go ahead.
Well, fair enough. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Perfect. So, I don't know if people have noticed, but eVegas this year is during Oktoberfest. And as such, there is a Hofbrauhaus, which is a Bavarian beer hall right across from the Hard Rock in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I have booked a 150-person reservation for the Imperium on Thursday night. I have a sign-up on Imperium.com. Fantastic cold beer, beautiful Bavarian wenches, and all the food you can shake a Wiener Schnitzel at. So I encourage everybody to get on that site, take a look, and sign up. We did the Brazilian barbecue last year. This year it's Hofbrauhaus. The sign-up sheet will be up this weekend on Imperium.com.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
Count me in.
Last year on Thursday night, you did Fogo de Chao.
You have an Imperium alt
reign? No, but do you have to be Imperium to go?
No, I think that there will be several workarounds that would allow people who are non-Imperium to show up.
Okay. They always let non-Imperium females in for free.
Yes, joining the Imperium. Have you ever thought about joining Karma Fleet?
That's your workaround.
Karma Fleet is recruiting.
I'm in Karma Fleet.
You don't have to join Karma Fleet. I'll get you into Bastion.
Get out, that night,
see, goons want 500 million. You only have to pay me 250 million if you want in Bastion. I'll get you in there.
But anyways, it'll be a good time and a lot of fun. So looking forward to seeing people sign up, and that's the plan. It'll be up on the site pretty quick.
That is here for the people that were there for Fogo de Chao last year, because we went there. PL went there the next night. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, as much as I like a giant plate of, like, meat and shit like that, I gotta be honest. I had kind of like a meat coma afterwards that I had to, like, work through. And for, like, you know, $85 a plate, is this going to be like a different price? Or is that place a different price range?
So the price point will be significantly lower for food. There will be a limited amount of booze because it is mostly all Bavarian beers. So dinners are $20 to $25, and then a beer is going to be significantly more affordable.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's
you know what? See, that's kind of one of the things that you kind of want, right? When you know that your night is just pounding alcohol thereafter.
Yeah.
So
after Fogo de Chao, that was rough. Like, you get back.
I love Fogo de Chao.
We went back to the bar, and it's like, all right, time to drink, but I got the meat sweats going on right now, and I don't really want to have any booze at the time.
There's nothing wrong with the meat sweats.
Meat sweats is the best.
It's not, but it's like, you know, it's like then you start pouring alcohol on top of it, and it's just like, it's just like, I feel like I just, like, blew $85 on a bunch of fucking meat that now I'm just like, I just want the alcohol, but I can't fit it. But anyways, yeah. So, all right, yeah, that's good. So, yeah, those of you who are in the Imperium or friends of the Imperium or, you know, whatever, that sounds like a good time. I got to be honest.
Cool.
But yeah, so you know, we were talking about the colorblindness support.
Yeah. I want to say one last thing about that, if I could. The colorblind. Can you? I can. The colorblind. Watch me. Hold my beer.
Watch me. All
right. The green and the red are a huge problem in Eve, especially because I think they mentioned this. I forgot, siege cycles and those kinds of things are
Well, also court mates and enemies, red and green.
The overheat as well is like critical. So you have to like be able to understand what you're doing, and you can't if you can't distinguish those two colors. So it's kind of a critical thing.
Well, overheat is just like green or a really solid green.
It's also really tiny. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It's like the tiniest thing, and I hate clicking it.
No, shift click. You shift click or shift press the hotkey, it does it.
Yeah, if they made it a toggle too. The toggle part sucks too, actually.
Good Swarm just donated $3. Says Imperium is recruiting, and he put a link in there. I can't click it, so if you're really quick,
I thought they were always like a closed elitist organization.
No, not these days.
No, I thought the opposite.
The new meta is to grab everyone off the corner.
Suck everybody up. If Hoover didn't already have the name.
I tried to get somebody into NC Dot, and I realized how difficult it is to even get somebody into
It is. You guys are fucking elitist. You guys are like over the top, bro.
Yeah, it's gotten stupid.
But anyways, okay, so the colorblindness thing, blah, we did that. Let's see, look, hearing impairment support for open comms will be coming later in the show when I get drunk and loud. So even the deaf can probably fucking hear me at that point. But I don't think that it's coming for EVE Online. You either have to listen to their music or not. But anyways,
I think hearing support's okay since like nobody uses the in-game sound. So
I don't know how many deaf people I've heard complain. But
I don't know why people don't play with like I understand turning the music off, but I don't understand turning the sounds off. I don't get it. It's like, don't you want to know when targets are getting locked? Don't you want to know when your shields are running out? Because I don't look at my health bar. I wait for the alarm.
Yeah, but then you can't watch Netflix while you're reading.
Yeah, that and then
you just watch both and turn them up.
If you have audio, if you like, you disable all audio and like you have a really poor PC, then it helps actually your PC run better apparently.
Isn't there something about the new eVoice that's broken? Like it kind of burns out dual boxing?
Yeah, the last patch randomly turned it back on for people who had it disabled, and if you disabled it, it ran better multi-boxing. People were getting really upset on Reddit, really salty, unsubbing things, telling CCP they were taking their money elsewhere because they didn't bother to go in and unclick the box. But how are they to know? It's just randomly happening.
You're not the boss of me. You're not my real dad.
I'm not saying you do whatever you want with your money, but you don't need to make a salty Reddit post. Just saying.
But, well, you know, we'll get to Reddit in a little while because Reddit has been the source of all news this week. So we will get there in a little bit. But what we are going to skip over to, and I know I had it later because I wasn't sure who was going to be here. I do want to talk about, number one, this Blood Raider site down there. I want to talk about it from the perspective of number one, maybe what it took to find it. But I think we kind of talked about that a little bit last week, as well as the highly, it appears, efficient way of taking it down and beating the advanced player-like AI that we were promised. Gommel was streaming it yesterday, and .com was streaming it today. So can you guys tell us, just sort of, I don't know, what was it like? I mean, were you guys like really battling it out with the Blood Raiders who were just aggressively coming at you like a mad horde?
You want to go first, Dodd?
Sure. So honestly, this felt more like AFKing in factional warfare and just watching my ship F1 the whole time.
I read Moomin's article. Number one, I watched the last 30 minutes of yesterday, which seemed to kind of go in like this form of slow motion, but T1 damage, what are you going to do, right? But then I read Moomin's article afterwards, and when it talked about like you lost 5 Punishers doing this, I sat there and said,
yep,
there's something inherently wrong with the description that we heard on multiple occasions from Larrikin about kind of how intelligent this would be. And like there was even a person at FanFest who asked the question, well, what if we bring shit ships? And he's like, I'm going to paraphrase here, I wouldn't recommend that.
Well, maybe this is why he didn't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't want you to be it. I would not recommend
that's
that.
The thing. It's like
let me give you a quick rundown on how the AI seemed to work from my perspective watching this yesterday. It seems, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I guess the Blood Raiders have their own set of corporation bookmarks around the Satoyo. So what they'll do is they will warp to the perch and then warp down in on a target. But we're in these like tiny little Punishers that are moving a good 4K a second. So when the ship lands, we're gone, or the target it was trying to land on is gone. So instead of just picking the next nearest target, it warps back to the perch.
Go back to the perch.
It goes back up to the perch and then picks another target, warps down, and repeats. So that's what we did.
PNGSC
This sounds more
tactics.
like low-sec. Yeah, no, this sounds like low-sec gate camping.
This was actually, I'd probably call it more like incursion running, except with less money and
without the difficulty.
With less difficulty and more hilarious Reddit posts.
Now, this was something. This was something that I believe was worked out on Sissy in the lead up to it being released, right? I mean, there were people out there, you guys that were out there that were you know testing things. Was this figured out there?
This was figured out, and it wasn't figured out by Jay, who was leading the fleet. But I didn't quite get who it was who had figured it out. The guy was accented, so I assume European. I wouldn't be able to say where from, but
he had an accent. I'm totally gonna assume European.
Jebby
figured
this out on
if
his
you want me to
stream
really
last week.
like throw down a guess, I'd say maybe Eastern European, possibly German. But whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, he came up with the idea that if we're moving fast enough, these ships will just ignore us when they land.
So, Jebby was streaming this last week. I think it was like Friday or Saturday, and he's like, "Yo, guys, get 50 succubuses. We'll just orbit around this thing and shoot it, and then nothing will stop us." And Bjornby was actually bringing 50 succubuses, and then he got doomsdayed on a gate, so none of the fleet made it. But Jebby was Jebby had figured it out too last week.
Didn't he go through Delve? They
yeah,
get smart bombed on a gate in Delve. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So hold on. So did this come down to, because a lot of people are saying that it was SIG tanking? It really it doesn't sound like it was. It sounds like it was don't be there when they warp back in on you tanking.
Sherrard donates $3 and says, "Dev players who are bad at Eve create AI who is bad at Eve." Imagine that. Or something like that.
Advanced dev player AI.
I talked to both
Mr. Miyagi tanking.
I talked to both Fozzie and Larrikin at FanFest, and they made the comment of, "Hey, when we're having people test this on CC, we should just change the AI to whatever they figure out, that they can't figure it out again, or that they, I don't know, escalate harder or bring different strategies or whatever." So obviously, yes, this worked the first time, but I don't think this is going to be the one and only way to beat it every single time. I think the devs aren't that stupid,
they'll probably
but they
tweak
don't want
it.
to.
It's not about them being that stupid, because what you don't want them to do. I mean, I don't know. I guess what you wouldn't want them to do is basically have 6 buttons there and go, okay, it's Wednesday, button B. Okay, it's next Wednesday, button C.
Yeah.
AI is supposed to figure out the fact that we can't hit their shit, bring something different, dock up, make a jitter run, and bring in some ships that can hit this stuff.
But yeah, I think it's supposed to evolve over time. They obviously don't want it to be so complex it takes people 6 months to figure out how to just reinforce it, perhaps, because otherwise, people get discouraged. Nobody gives a fuck, etc.
Why don't they start with you actually have to fight the fleet that's there, not just
because the
really
fleet never ends. The point is not.
I understand that. I
The
mean,
point isn't killing the
these
fleet.
guys didn't even have to bring. Did you guys even bring Logi for the sake of it?
I think there was one Logi frigate. I don't know. Was there one with your fleet, Dodd?
I wasn't really paying attention, but probably not.
Although I did
so last week you guys remember that. Last week, you guys remember that we were talking about the fact that a bunch of rattlesnakes from Red Alliance got wiped out by this, right? And I personally, number one, I've been hyped about the idea of an advanced AI that can, bring counters and adapt to the fleet that it's facing and that sort of thing. And when we saw that a bunch of rattlesnakes had gotten wiped out, we said, whoa, this shit's mean. And then what it seems like we found out was, no, if you just go low enough on the technology scale, you can fly under their radar.
Our Punishers will blot out the sun.
I think what they do is they try to escalate along with what the enemy fleet brings. So if they bring battleships, they'll drop dreads or whatnot. And if they drop dreads, I don't know how far it's supposed to escalate, but if you
I
show
would
up with
assume
a
it would
bunch of
escalate
frigates,
all the way to
then
Titans.
yeah.
I think they have Titans,
Yeah.
but I think
They have
also
Titans.
I think,
people are-
I think they built this for people bringing, you know, and I'm gonna say it, bringing real ships or dropping a bunch of heavy shit on there, and this thing could probably do some significant damage to battleship fleets. You drop dreadnoughts, who knows what?
So
might
you just have
show
to
up.
de-escalate.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like Pacific
Death
Rim,
Star.
where you know the one bug comes in, it's got the EMP. They're like, oh, all our plasma reactors don't work. It's like, let's go back to nuclear power. We'll get this bitch. And so it works. So you just gotta.
We
Basically,
have to
it's,
set up a double shot though. We have to set up a
What-
double shot here.
Well, I think it's
Ooh.
more like a Death Star where they didn't plan on a little fighter creeping through kind of thing.
Well,
They
Who
totally
would've-
built
who
the
would've ever
fucking Death
guessed
Star,
that there'd
didn't they?
be
Had
this,
engineers
like,
from the Death Star on this.
This like exhaust port next to the main port, and that if you just hit it once, it just caused the whole damn thing to explode. Who would have thought that?
Yeah,
It seems
Nobody-
like the
that's-
AI is good at escalating up, but they can't de-escalate to smaller
let's-
ships.
Basically,
Let's
they
not
can't
get-
deal with the goons weaponizing boredom.
Well, I
Is
will.
that
Well,
right? No.
I mean, it's
This
a
is-
long
Weaponized boredom, they
tradition
flip
Well,
right
Blue
over.
Bombs
We
is
weaponized
totally
something.
to just throw all of the fucking frigates at it until it dies. So
Look,
it's not
there was a
surprising
lot of
or
talk
anything.
about
one of the
using
problems
laser
is certainly
rifters,
in
I'll
that whole
point that
warp
out.
off thing. Okay, that it
Blood
warps off
Rage
to a
is
perch, it picks a
donated.
target,
We're only
it
looking
comes
for
down.
good fights nowadays. Not smart enough to just swarm you.
Thanks
Yeah.
for $3.
One of the problems is obviously the whole thing of like it warps off to a perch like a real player would, picks a target, comes down, but if that and then all of a sudden it goes full popsicle where it sits there and goes, "Duh, he's not here anymore. What do we do, boss?"
Yeah, it seems like an
If
And
they
once
had
the
done
fuck off.
that, like if they had just coded in that last bit, then we probably would not have been able to take down like more than 3% before getting the entire fleet wiped out. But it looks like they will probably patch that fix. I imagine next time they do a patch.
But
Because
I
they
do
can't
want
let us
to
have nice
want to
things
raise
ever.
a shot to I'm going to raise a shot to the Imperium for figuring out the the lowest common denominator way of beating this, which who knows, maybe is the only way of beating it. Maybe if you bring anything bigger, that's it, you just get slaughtered. But here's a
Well-
shot for them, but then we've got a follow-up shot in a second here.
You know, last week on the Talking in Stations, I had Aerith and Larrikin on, and Aerith basically said, "We know how to kill this thing," and Larrikin was like, "You know, bring it on." So it is kind of funny. I guess Aerith was right.
Yeah, I think Larrikin right now is sitting on that fins on a ship.
Finfest.
Fins on a boat or whatever the hell it is, sitting there going, "Oh my god, I got some work to do when I get back." Now, the other shot I'm going to do here, and I'm sorry, it just has to be done, because despite the fact that they were successful in blowing up the Satoyo, Satio, right? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, that
Studio?
thing,
Susu Studio?
it dropped a Morlock, so a faction Titan BPC, and what, a Chimash?
They spawned a couple Shibashes actually. Yesterday, I noticed there were two.
No, I'm talking about the BPCs.
But yeah, the BPCs. I
There's
know,
a Dreadnought BPC and a Titan BPC that dropped.
Right. Okay. Both of
And
those
then-
dropped. They were picked up. They were picked up by
Oh,
a
they got
test
picked up?
interceptor. Okay. The test interceptor died. Okay. And I believe at that point the Dreadnought BPC was destroyed. But then on the
Titan
fumble, another test interceptor picked up the fumble, started boogieing down the fucking sidelines, got killed, and blew up the goddamn Titan
Oh,
BPC.
son of a-
Yeah, and Corcus God just you
Yep.
just say that Corcus God
Dun,
donates
dun, dun,
$5.
dun.
Corcus God donates $5 and
Green.
says, "Don't worry. At the end of the day, the Loot Fairy won."
At the end of the day, nobody got nothing except, you know what? I guess it goes down in the record book. So I'm going to give this a test for not only being like one of only a handful of ships there that like picked up the first ball, but then the other guy who picked up the fumble and got Leon leaded at like the 3-yard
Yes.
line.
Leon Lennon.
Oh goodness. Well, I should probably get going, you guys. I've got to get back over to my own channel, but thank you guys for letting me talk about the Satoyo. It was a whole lot of fun. Also, drinking.
Hey, thanks for coming, man. Yo, hope to see you out in Vegas. I'm sure I'll talk to you before that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
thanks
Hell
for
yes.
coming in tonight.
Dude, we'll ditch our wives and we'll go hang out. It'll be great.
Rain, where are you poking
Oh,
me?
nice.
You poking me in? Oh, over there. Yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
like during that
I'll get 'em
entire
on.
thing, I think the only thing to actually shoot at me was like players.
Now, okay,
Oh,
so yesterday when I was watching Gommel, there was nobody really fucking with you guys, which kind of made sense, right? This whole thing is about let somebody put in the effort to reinforce it, but then the possible third parties come on game day, and Test was there today. I saw them on your overview, Dodd, and were they really doing anything to you guys during the actual I don't know, whittling it down?
Oh yeah, they were popping a fair amount of us.
Yeah, I was.
They were.
I was reading up on.
Well, 'cause they had some slippery. Did they have Slippery Pete's kind of out further off?
I thought they had
Test brought
Speeples or something.
scepters. MC brought scepters as well.
There was a
and-
Tango fleet out there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a small Pete's fleet.
Wasn't there?
Now,
someone brought
was the
Slipnir, or not
Pete's fleet
Slipnir's.
spawning anything different
what do they
from the Blood Raiders?
I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
'Cause,
Well, because you
like-
weren't dying, so you really didn't give a shit, right?
Yeah, I was
mean,
watching. I was
also just don't know. Like, I was not looking at the Blood Raider rats because there was no reason to, because I wasn't going to shoot them.
Yeah, I was reading the
That's
Reaver
so
had a
sad.
live update.
Imagine
Reaver had a
being those Blood Raiders.
Reaver had
like-
a live update on the article thing, and she was going over just step by step. It's like, okay, Goons brought this, Test brought this, nothing's really happening, this, and then it's like, there's now Sweeples on the field. Dodcom lost his ship. That was like the last update, and I was like, oh shit.
This was the first
did you get
time
popped by
that,
Test on
that
those?
Goons in the Imperium have been blobbed 6-1 and just like fucking moonwalked through it.
So, like, right after the stream went up, Test tried to headshot me and flubbed. And probably like
But they
20,
picked up
30
the
minutes
fumble.
later, they actually did manage to like scram me and kill me.
They put in their hands team at the end and and got the onside kick.
But yeah, like after that, I just went right back to the station, got a fresh ship, and just kept shooting.
I don't know. Overall, my experience from having watched it yesterday, and again, I came into it with a set of high expectations and really looking forward to this advanced AI that I know that and everybody should realize that, you know what, this is the first build of what it is they're trying to create that will then go out there on a more widespread scale, not only in terms of kind of these faction sites like this, but also potentially this will be the AI that kind of, drives some of what it is that they're doing in, I believe it's HiSec and places like that later in the year. But who knows elsewhere out there? The whole NPC thing, the whole PvE thing, can potentially change because of the work they're doing here. So in a way, I'm glad that what we saw was that somebody was able to go out there and put this thing to work and kind of like, show what some of the weaknesses are in it, because I think we'd all like to see the PvE of this game get better, because that is what we do in between, I don't know.
Well, it's kind of a disappointment.
Going
There
to work.
really wasn't any competition for it. Like I thought there would be 2 or 3 third-party fleets waiting to just pick people off or something. But instead of having 3 or 4 fleets kind of competing for it, there was like none.
I'm really glad that actually didn't happen, though. Okay, just from the standpoint of if the Imperium fleet that they were going to put out there in order to run this thing, right, and in order to prove the weakness of the AI, was then also being engaged by like honorable third parties from all over creation, we wouldn't have really gotten a good form of feedback on the fact of this shit's weak.
Fine, but the dynamic was supposed to be like, this is PvE that can become PvP. That was like the other part of it.
And you can get that once you get the right balance in the PvE aspect of it. You can still get that. That will still be there. And it will actually make that more difficult.
Okay, sure. So this is like an addition to the test center. It's like this was just another test run, it seems like.
Yeah, like right now this is still in kind of like...
I like Evlog's comment. He says, usually the problem with AI is that they're so OP they need artificial restrictions, and Eve, it's the opposite.
Well, and that's what's weird, right? Because like there were some thoughts out there about the fact that this was going to, it was going to come out of the gate OP, and what we saw with that Rattlesnake thing with Red Alliance, it looked like it might be that, and then again, they flew under the fucking radar, and like they dropped a freaking Pop Warner football team out there against the Dallas Cowboys, and the little midget just ran past them.
That's a bad analogy because Dallas Cowboys can't do anything. Well,
Shut it.
Oh, let's be talking on my ass because they actually did really well last year.
Well, this is not like Garmo was saying. This is not something they're not going to fix. And once they do, then they're just basically shoring up. They built a giant wall that's really thick to go through, and somebody
Did you say build a wall, Matterall?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I'm telling you the second part, they just went under it, and that's what happened this time. So
that's what happens when you build a wall.
That's right. So
and you know what? That's actually a really good analogy. I think they did build a wall that said, if these people think they're going to dump a bunch of high-powered shit on us, we're going to shit on them. Now we don't know yet. We don't know yet because nobody has done that. But what we found out was if you just have, like, I don't know what, like 3, 4, 5 coyotes and like, a bunch of, just like normal people trying to get across the border, that you can do it. You can sneak by them. They snuck by the fucking Blood Raider Border Patrol.
I'm not saying I have any experience in this, but I saw it coming.
Anyways, all right, so yeah, I think I played that one out. So we're gonna move on to the next one, which which I think, unless anybody has something to add here, where they want to sit there and go, no, I think CCP has this right, or whatever.
Well, it needs work.
Really? Really?
No, I'm not countering that. I'm just saying it needs work. But here's the thing, I bet CCP is gonna look at this and be like, okay, we've learned our lesson. It needs tweaking. They might go back, not to the drawing board, but they might go back in their dungeon cave that they're forced to work on these things at, and then, go to work in and like, okay, we figured out how to beat, because that's, I mean, if you think about it, that's what players generally do. Like when fights happen, it's like, we can't win this fight. What do? Escalate bigger. They escalate on us, we can escalate bigger. That's generally how these big fights have gone in EVE for a long time. And so that's probably the mentality that CCP has had. And then
that the answer to BTAC
they did not know that
was merely Tech 1 frigates.
Yeah, they did not know that Goons had the secret weapon of Punishers, and it was the long lost forgotten ship that no one has ever used since their early days as an alpha in MR.
I was just surprised it was Richters.
No, come on.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Punishers are an awesome ship.
I like it.
You have to give credit to the guys that did figure it out, like the guy that is unknown, the unsung hero. Like, this is what EVE players are good at. Whatever gets thrown at them, they find a way to evolve.
But isn't that what AI is supposed to like compensate for? Is that AI adapts? This seemed extremely fixed in nature. That while it was artificial, it was extremely fucking artificial.
They just have to make some adjustments, and then you're going to have a real problem overcoming this thing.
Well, that might be the problem. And then we may be sitting here going, CCP, please, shit is beating us to death. It is whipping us like poor schoolgirls. Would you please fucking dial this shit down? You know what? But that would actually be cooler than saying, holy Christ, you guys come out of the gate with something that... And Fozzie sent a tweet out to somebody, and I can't remember who the hell it was, where it was almost like being like, yeah, you know what? Anything's possible in EVE if you just get the right people together. And it's like, okay.
What was that thing that Fozzie said? Congratulations to Imperium for reinforcing it.
Well, okay. So as soon as they reinforced it, Fozzie sent out a tweet going, congratulations to the Imperium for reinforcing the Satoya or whatever. But then I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes later or something like that. CCP, who did I say it was? I have to go look. So talk while I look.
You didn't say who it was.
Paradox?
Paradox basically said, oh, by the way, all of EVE, this shit comes out of Reinforced tomorrow at this time. What are you going to do about it?
Wow.
And it's kind of like, oh my God, did you literally just provoke?
Sylvester Stallone?
Did a CCP dev just provoke third partying of this?
I mean, it's not the first time they've done that.
Oh no, and I retweeted back to him going, man, that's kind of fucking cold, you know. I mean, it's funny in a World War B kind of way, but still. But whatever, yeah, it's like Test came, they did their thing, and they walked away with, like, you know, I don't know, the 2 fumbles of the game. But anyways, so I want to move on to something here. There was, you know what, there was an announcement today from Team 5-0, Maybe I can find.
Wait,
this.
why are you transitioning to that? We have Blue Melon here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Because I had that later in my agenda. Then fine. We'll talk about how the Amamaki police got taken for $300 billion in a long con. We've got Blue Melon here, who is part of the Amamaki police, and
Amamake, not Amamaki.
Whatever.
A Maymake.
Whoop whoop.
He's East Coast.
Whoop whoop. The fucking police got robbed. The evidence room was taken. But go ahead, Rain. You can carry it from here.
What do you want me to carry? I know the whole story. Blue, what happened?
I'm not 100% sure of all the facts, to be honest, but the long and the short of it tends to be that the way in which we play the game as a group is pretty much leaves this option wide open if someone gets in, and despite telling some people that this guy might be trouble, he was still allowed in, and he managed to get out with a few AT ships. I mean, it's not the end of the world given what we do actually have, but it was a bit shit.
All right, let's rewind here. Let's rewind and let people know what the fuck happened, okay? There was a Reddit post that I believe came out yesterday or the day before, Rain. When was it?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna copy that here. I'm gonna paste it in channel. I don't need everybody to read it right now, but whatever. And basically, what you had was a long con where somebody got into and correct me if I'm wrong with any of this, because Rain's like, I don't know, didn't want to explain it.
Because you're always wrong, Dirk. I can explain.
I know. Yeah. So correct me when I'm wrong, or either tell the story.
The OP of the thread is named C3PO. In game under the name Samantha Myth. He joined about 16 months ago, befriending TikTok, who's a long-standing member of Amamake Police. So he befriends TikTok. Realizes that in order to get an AT ship and fly with the group, you have to trade an AT ship. That kind of like shows the mutual
so that,
trust
first of
or
all,
whatever.
So that I'm pretty sure, by the way, is just to make the story sound spicier than it really is.
I mean, you gave me like 4 AT ships.
Yeah,
at once,
Rain can attest to. So we're a bit stupid. I'll be honest. Like most of you people look at the way that we play and what we do with these kind of ships and just say you're fucking retarded, which is fair enough. But if we decide, let's just say there's a mauler in the top belt and we're like, okay, we're going to swag on it, we will just trade people some AT ships and we're going to get 11 AT ships on a kill now. And not everyone in this little group that we have has AT ships in there. In fact, there's only about 5, 6 of us in total that actually hold AT ships ourselves. But we just, as long as we trust the guys, we've flown with them for a while, we know who they are, and they're actually good at the game, we'll happily give them the ships to go and have fun with it, because there's fairly little point having, trillions of their skin in AT ships sitting in a hangar that never actually sees the light of day. So we tried to kind of get out of that mentality. So he didn't need to be fair to him, he didn't even need to get the whiptail to do any of that. 9 times out of 10, he could have probably just asked, I want to go kill something in the commerce, and Tick probably would have given him it. Same with Casper and the Imp.
I mean, when you first met Rain, did she have a whiptail in her hangar when you let her borrow your ship?
She didn't, but she had borrowed Sutonia's ships, and Sutonia and I know each other from the Hydra AT team and all that stuff, so we go way back. And
so because she gave it back to him,
we were discussing this
vouched her
earlier in
borrowing
Skype.
from you.
Yeah.
So, can I just point out, I was in comms with both Blue Melon and Casper, and Blue Melon didn't even say hi to me, and then a trade window opens, and he's giving me Evangel. I'm like, who is this person, and why are they trading me ships? So that was, kind of my hesitation, and the first time accepting ships from Blue Melon. But, I gave it back. I didn't want to scam anyone.
I can hear 1,000 Eve nerds getting really angry right now.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the reasons why.
Why do you think that they would get angry, Matt Earl?
Because it's total favoritism because he's a girl.
No,
so I also
nothing to do with
no, because I guarantee any other girl who it's because she knew Sutonia, and Sutonia said she's cool.
I have a quote from Sutonia, and he says, Rain, if I gave you a ship because you were a girl, I fully expect you to steal that from me. And that is, I think I had that screenshotted from Sutonia, and I have it
Has
as a
Sutonia
background.
ever given you 5 AT ships and then said that?
No, but I mean, when he
because as a girl, you should totally be able to scam way more than a guy can.
Nah, it's come on, that kind of access, you don't get that kind of access.
Well, that's
what I don't want to get into the whole fucking guy girl thing because I do want to get through this fucking story. So basically, the way you guys work is you work on kind of a trust thing, right?
I'll take that ship, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, almost entirely.
So, is it legitimate trust, or is it goddamn we're just so fucking rich that of course you can take my yacht?
So there's some of us are quite wealthy in the game. Yes, that's true. But even losing 300 billion SK&AT ships hurts the wallets of the majority of these guys. Right? Maybe myself not so much, but I'm not to toot my horn, kind of an exception to the rule of most of the guys that fly here. So, Tick losing his Comoros, for example, was a fair chunk of his net worth. It's probably 60-70% of his net worth.
These were not the assets used as collateral to back the Pandemic Legion cap fleet, were they?
No, they are not. These are the ones that Hydra won, actually, the Comoros. But if you're going to use kind of, the Adrestia, for example, and the Marachas, which are the ones that we kind of used a lot, those run on the market 200 bill, 250 billion, something like that. So they're not cheap ships. And if you're going to use those and have people in fleets and run around the system, and go into plexes or go to the sun or go to stations and try and kill people with it, the people around you have to trust to A, not AWOX you, is the main thing, and B, not be so garbage at the game that if you fuck up, they can't help you, or to bring the right ship to, make sure that you do things correctly. So if you tick those kind of 3 boxes, then we kind of, we can get there. We can trust you.
Of course, not steal it.
You for a while.
Of course, not warp the fuck off, right?
Well, exactly. So there was one. There's a story. Really, really old guy in our marketplace called Ripley, who is in PL, and I was fighting some idiots in a Cambion, and I got tackled. I got held down for about 15 minutes. Just asking people for help, and this guy brings 5 Falcons to save my ass. And it's like, he doesn't have to do that, but he does do it, and that makes him, he helped me out. So, after that, you start going, oh, okay, this guy might be a cool dude, and you start playing with him a lot more. You find out he's actually really good at the game, and bam. If we go kill something, I'll trade him an AT ship, and we can go do stuff, because, he's earned that trust. He could have killed me, he could have helped me, he didn't have to help me, but he did. And he's good at the game, so we'll trust him in that way. And there's lots of people in there that, were just exactly the same kind of thing. They've been useful, helpful, nice people. So we'll just be like, right, well, we want to fly our ships. We don't want to die to
Who is Sam Fox, and what is the relevance of in this story? Don't pull a Sam Fox.
Oh, God. All right, so Samuel Fox is another friend of Casper's and Tick's who... a very, very good PvP, first of all, to say. He's a very nice guy. He's a very, very good PvP, etc., etc. But Casper lent him his Comoros and said, you can go PvP with that for a few weeks while Casper was on holiday or something like that. And he managed to feed it to Waffles, who was blue to Amp Marketplace at the time, by falling for a trap he had already pinged, saying, this was a trap, don't go for it, they're hunting something else. So a colossal series of errors, essentially, and misjudgments by him led to the loss of someone else's AT ship. So when people say don't do a Sam Fox, it's like, if I'm trading you a ship, don't go feed it to the first idiot that puts a Vexo in a belt, that kind of, or Thorax in the belt, whatever it was.
So now you guys have it, don't be a Sam Fox, don't be a Sam Myth.
Pretty much, yeah. Don't be a Sam. I think anyone with the
don't
name
be a
Sam.
Will
If
probably, anybody ever fucking joins,
probably be banned from the at this point.
It's amazing that people
Can I point out my real life?
Oh, we just heard real life and then you cut out.
To, let you drive their expensive car. Yeah, go ahead.
My real life name is Samantha, so my friends call
me
Sam.
Oh, don't be a Sam, Sam.
Oh wow.
You're out.
You're done. But it's funny that the people that have these AT ships will let people borrow them. I mean, obviously they're not going to let some random person up the street unless it's rained borrow them. But I mean,
for no reason other than the fact that you knew Suetonia.
Yeah, but it's like,
I know Suetonia.
You'll let people that you've known for a while borrow AT ships. I I get scammed from like bullshit ships. I've lent one ship out in my whole Eve
Remember
career.
that scorpion that motherfucker took from you?
No, it was a Drake. I let someone borrow a Drake and they stole that shit from me. It's like, really? You're gonna scam me for a fucking Drake?
They did you a favor.
Jesus.
I think that's one of the kind of.
And it was in my alliance. It was an alliance guy that scammed. It's like, okay, I got fucking scammed by an alliance player.
Yeah, that's
for
how
a
it happens,
Drake,
bro.
Yeah, I got scammed down to move up one time. Lost to
Some
Tengu.
people are cat burglars.
That being said,
I think it's just
handed
one
over...
of the unique factors that has kind of made this group A, rare, and B, if you actually look at kill boards at the kind of the group of people that use AT ships and PvP on TQ, there's not that many. We're probably the most active in the game. We've certainly lost the most in the game of any group that isn't an AT kind of alliance, and even then we're pretty high up. But it's that exact trust in everyone that if I give you that ship, you know, if I give you my Drake or if I give you my Logi, whatever, you're not going to jack it, which makes everyone have significantly more fun, I think, at least.
Would you say that 300 billion ISK worth of these AT ships, and I think he may have also taken, I think, a jump freighter from somebody, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
but whatever. We're talking about fucking decimal points at this point. Would you say that was worthwhile for the amount of time that he put in? I mean, Rain and I were having a conversation today. She's like, well, really, the return on investment of his time. And I'm like, this is how long cons go. I don't know that long cons go into the 1 trillion ISK range or anything like that. So 300 billion is kind of a good take, yeah?
So, I mean, it's not a small amount of money by any means. Like 300 bill is it's a hefty amount of cash, but I think the 16 months he kind of spent there was the real loss that Ticker's, mainly that Ticker's been feeling more than anything else, is that Tick and Sam used to, basically be on comms with each other every evening. They'd go blopsing, they'd do all that kind of shit together. And that's the real loss. Like, the monetary value is irrelevant to Tick and myself and Casper and co, but to Sam, it might be a lot. I don't know. I mean, I knew in the past that he's owned a few AT ships himself, so I don't think it's that much in the grand scheme of things. But I think he kind of scammed the ships for the sake of scamming the ships and the story behind it more than the actual monetary value.
Well,
yeah. I mean, honestly, the monetary value is. Honestly, it is extreme for probably most people who are listening out there. It is high. Fuck, it's fucking high for me. I would take 300 billion fuck in the ass and like walk away. Okay, honestly, okay, right? Because I just don't care about ISK like that. But it does come down to the fact that over the course of that, and even by the way he wrote this post out on Reddit, right? Even for him, it seemed like over the course of this time of infiltrating this unit in order to rip them off, which was my intention, I developed kind of a relationship, and it seems as though you guys did too. And I mean, there were a number of people out there going, man, this is what sucks about Eve, is that you have to trust and believe in people, and then they just rip your ass out.
If I can say, a lot of these scams, when people say, oh, I had this long con, is really just people who did something and then changed their mind and then re-identified it as a plan.
So I'm almost 100% sure that is the case with this particular one, because, he's had the opportunity to do a lot worse than that. He's had the opportunity to AWOX, for example, well over 2-3 trillion ISK and AT ships if he'd wanted, when we're actually out in the fleets. There's a lot of opportunity there to do significantly worse damage than the 300 bill that he did actually take. And I think even from the way he wrote here, there seemed to be some kind of regret there. It was kind of like this, oh shit, well, I've gone down this route, I better just stick with it kind of thing. Because I think if you're going to invest 16 months of your time getting to know someone just to get one ship, 2 ships, I don't see that as being a worthwhile investment myself.
Well, yeah, but it's not just the ship count, right?
Yeah,
it's not the ship count; it's the it's the value count.
Well, no, it's the reputational.
Nobody sits there and says. Nobody sits there like Bill doesn't sit there and say, "Oh shit, we killed 600 of your ships. You only killed 50 of ours."
Well, it's not just
except for the fact that those 50 were.
Yeah, it's not
No,
just the
but-
value, it's also the fact of it's the value, but there's some kind of level of prestige when it comes to alliance ships just because they're so limited. Because, 300 billion is like, if he was to steal 3 Titans, it'd be like, he stole 3 Titans, 300 billion, but stealing 300 billion of alliance ships, AT ships, like, that's just
They're
seems more
semi-rare,
prestigious
yeah.
of a steal
Yeah, they're
than
rare, yeah, I mean-
something of the same amount of value that's just an everyday
But
thing.
there
that's
was
in the
actually
game.
something more important here because, and you know what, people, this is where it all fucking comes down to. Okay, in the long con, the relationship is what matters, and unfortunately, here, what you have is a group that was built around relationships, right? And they got taken by a relationship.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the other way, Unlucky Police is one of those, we all fuck around in Unlucky and Human Tableausic and whatnot, but what him and Tick, like their kind of thing, because he ended up joining TikTok's Corp and they all did stuff in Zero and stuff, that relationship was very separate to kind of the Unlucky Police thing. And actually, I had quite specifically banned this guy from joining originally. This was probably 18 months ago, whatever it was. I said, I do not want this guy near us. I don't trust a word that this guy says and whatnot, but obviously he worked hard on Casper and Tick and he changed their minds, and that's what matters, because as a group, it's not just about one person saying, fuck this guy, we're not going to do it. So they said, fine, we'll give him a chance. No one else really gave him AT ships, apart from these 2 guys. He flew with everyone else, don't get me wrong, but when it came to the actual kind of prize ships, he didn't really get that many from anyone else apart from these 2 guys, and those are the 2 guys that he's decided to take, I guess. So it is, as he said, he's used more kind of one of our strengths in the whole trust aspect and the relationship aspect of everyone in there, and decided it wasn't for him. He was just going to fuck it up.
Have you had a conversation with TikTok about this, and have you said to TikTok, look,
Yeah, I replaced the ships the same day. But
didn't need those ships anyways, bitches.
Ain't no thing, just ran a couple blueprint runs.
Gonna win more this year.
Well, hopefully we will win a few this year, but it's the thing with these kind of things is, everyone can sit there and go, well, you idiots, I told you so. And I did do that, for about an hour or 2. And then you just got to get back onto it, because everyone was pinging the channel saying, haha, you guys are retards. And then after a while, everyone was like, all right, this is actually quite shit. And we just ended up chatting with, chatting with each other. That was it. It was like, we just ended up chatting with each other on comms for a bit. Everyone went to sleep, and then the next day, I think Casper went out, and then Cremos got a bunch of kills, and Tix was doing the same thing. It's like, well, just another day in Eve kind of thing. It happens. We will be more vigilant this time. Previously, it was kind of like, the same thing with Rain. I knew Suetonia. I asked Suits, is Rain nice? He said yes. I was like, cool, that's enough for me. It might go a little bit further this time. You might actually, try them out for a day or 2.
When you calculate the amount of time that you've been infiltrating the Mamaki police,
Oh,
what do
God,
you think
please.
your take is going to be per year?
Nothing. I mean, I don't really need to take it.
Or per boob? I mean,
Whatever
however you
it
want
is,
to calculate
$200 billion
What?
She will
No,
only
but,
settle
like,
for a state Navy Raven issue.
So it was interesting
That's
though,
the
because
one ship I refuse to trade to anyone.
God damn it, Blue, you lied.
No, I cannot trade that one.
That's
I
the one
cannot
she
trade that one
wants.
to
Don't
anyone.
worry, she'll get it in the long run. Your camera just got fucked up, right?
But no, so like there was one point where like, so Blue had traded me the
Why are you,
Vangel.
why,
and
why are
that
you
was,
short now, Rain?
I don't know. I'm so scared. So like Suetonia traded me the Whiptail, then Casper traded me, I think it was his Cremos, and then he actually let me fly it once, which was absolutely terrifying.
Trade it, but don't undock, bitch.
No,
You
there was
can
one
sit in
time
it,
where
but don't undock.
he traded it to me. He goes, "We need you to undock," and I thought they were gonna AWOX me just to get me like in a death.
Yes,
in
they
a
were gonna.
Cremos. And I'm like, oh
yes,
my
they
god,
were gonna
like,
AWOX
do
you in a
this?
Cremoa.
But no, so like Blue had traded me stuff, and then like C4 had traded me stuff, and then like other people started trading me things. Like I think like Dan Cool traded me something, and Coral traded me something. So it was one of those things of like, I'm like, why are you trading me this? What if I take it from you? And they're like, well, technically, Suetonia vouched for you for like 3 different people, so like he's just gonna have to owe us ISK if you scam us. And so they kind of like, it's like what the trust of someone builds on other people. So my ultimate goal is to try and sit in a gold magnate, and I want to like get someone to vouch for me for Keelan because he refuses at this point, even though I think we're like friends and stuff. He doesn't trust me.
You're not a friend unless somebody gives you a gold magnate. But this entire conversation, like, I swear, I'm having this kind of like feeling of I feel like we're talking about like, the lifestyles of the rich and famous, and I feel like there's
Yeah.
so many Trump viewers out there right now that are going,
fuck
I am
Trump.
so glad you
bringing
got
up
taken
Trump.
by this shit because fuck you, rich motherfucker.
Well, yeah,
No,
it's like
it's like a car club for kids. They have a bunch of sporty cars and they kind of hand them off to one another, and it feels like. What I really appreciate though, Blue Allen, is your honesty that it actually hurt your feelings that this happened.
No, I mean
that actually makes me a little teary-eyed. I gotta be honest. Because that shit doesn't happen in Eve all that
I have
much.
more sympathy because you're being honest. You guys are like, we didn't care. Well, actually, we did care, and that kind of sucks.
No, I mean you do care about all these things because they are ultimately your friends. And I mean the other thing is it's we all, regardless of alliance, sit on the same it's PLTS. Fuck around and whatnot, every evening or every other evening or whatnot. So you do get to know these people quite well and quite closely. And it is, the way that we play is not for everyone. Don't get me wrong. We don't really like the big F1 blobs and whatnot, but what we do works for us. And it's, in my opinion, it's the way that Eve should be played. Small group of close-knit friends. We have our Keepstar, we have our Fortizar and stuff. This is our little pocket. This is what we do.
I grew up. I'm sorry. I worked with these guys in Hollywood, and they had the same kind of cabal, right? These were the kids that grew up in Hollywood that were very wealthy and connected, and they would go out. And one of the guys, this kind of reminds me of that, his wheel fell off his Porsche, and so he had to get a rental car. And I was like,
oh, fuck, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was like,
do you know what lug nuts on a fucking Porsche are worth?
I know. I was like,
more than my car.
It's like $100. I said, it's just like $125 for a rental car while they fix your car. And he looked at me like, no. I drive like,
Thank you, my young brown
friend. He's like, what do you want me to do? Drive a lowly Corvette?
I'm not Subaruing this to test country.
I'm not going to slum it in a fucking Charger, all right?
But it cracked me up that their idea of what they can be seen in is totally different than what I could be seen in.
No, I mean, I think that perception is wrong, really. Well, my most flown and lost ship in the last probably 6 months of the Kestrel. I will go and fight.
Have you tried
anyone.
Punishers? I hear Punishers
are
the new
Punishers are the shit.
Not this Satio bollocks Punisher, but we do weird shit in Vexes and all these kind of odd ships. It's just now and again. We'll
be like, all right.
Now and again, you want a pimp, right? Now and again, a bitch got a pimp.
Now and again, you just gotta be like, right, well, there's a 2-year-old, 2-day-old guy sitting in a belt in a Procura. Why don't we just go kill him with 2 trillion ISK? And then we do it, and everyone goes nice.
Does he ever say thank you for fucking laying the hand of ISK down on me?
So there's a few times when people have gone, what the fuck is going on? There was a Lazarus Teleraven stream when he was around Alan Marquet, and I 2-shot him in a whiptail, and he spent more time on the show info screen than he did actually fighting me, which was quite a lot of fun. But I mean, there is kind of the people that just go, oh, right, well, that was never going to be close. But there are other guys who just go and decloak Casper's Marachi and kill him. It's kind of all just, it's up to you guys whether if we bring them out, we're ready to lose them kind of thing. We're not flying them just to get kill marks and dock them up again. We actually want to brawl, we want to fight. Most of our fits are quite expensive, but they're to fight. Like, if we get outnumbered 2-3 to 1, we will generally win that fight.
Well, and to go back to what? Oh, sorry. Were you? I didn't want to cut you off. You were still.
Yeah, no. That's it's just it's just like.
Have some fucking respect, Drayden. The guy just lost $100 billion worth of AT ships.
No, I don't mean to sound like a dick. What I'm trying to say is like the perception that we run around in these expensive ships because it's the only thing we fly is totally wrong. Like Casper's most flown ship is a slasher. Yeah. The Kestrel, it's all that kind of thing.
It's not that's the perception. It's more like the tournament is kind of an insulated field. Like it kind of generates. You guys all play together. You share tips together. It looked like when Gorski was leaking, he was leaking to his friends that are probably you guys about some of the stuff. Who knows what he's leaking that didn't get put out there and stuff. So it just kind of feels like it's insulated advantage on top of advantage on top of advantage, and that's where the resentment comes in.
Money makes money, bro. Well, have you not learned this yet? Money makes money.
I was gonna bring it back to like when Dirk was saying like the lives of the rich and famous thing. Like, and Evelog put a thing in there that went right along with that. He's saying most people in Eve can't even comprehend a 300 billion ISK loss, let alone suffering a 300 billion ISK loss, and let alone recovering from such a loss. And I can relate to that because I am.
They can't.
I am in that boat. I am in that boat. And like we were actually talking about this earlier on Skype. And like I said, like I've played this game for a little over 5 years now. And in that entire time, that entire span of me playing this game, I have probably accumulated maybe 60 to 70 billion ISK in the total income.
Which means that you're probably net earnings something like a half a trillionaire.
Like
net earnings.
It's like so.
I mean,
so
like
to me, like 100 billion. To me, like 100 billion is like, holy shit! I could never imagine that. But there's people out there that are just so rich that it's like, I lost a Titan today. That's all right. I got 2 more in the bank. You know, I'm sitting on. It's like I could never fathom having that much ISK. But I mean, at the same time, I don't have these massive high-end income sources that some of these other people do, because it's like I'll go rat for like a couple hours and it's like, you know what, I can't. I hate the ratting grind. So it's like I grind enough ISK to like pay for the ships that I fly.
I don't want to do an entire expose on Blue Melon here, but Blue, let me ask you just like a really simple question, and can you answer it in like 30 seconds? How did you make your money to be able to afford this shit?
I got very lucky more than anything else. So I had a few T2 BPOs to start with when they did the whole lottery.
Like T20 shit, or like no?
No, T2 BPOs. I had, I think I had Sabers. I had a few Sabers and Interdictors, 1 command ship, and a few other things.
That was T20.
And then
I'm asking, were these spawned by a dev from CCP,
yes.
Or did you like actually?
Yes, no, there were. Then a few friends that were very old in the game, like back then, left and gave me a few ships and a few T2 BPOs themselves. I rented those out, bought more of them, ended up with about 250 to 220 ship T2 BPOs alone, and I rented those out, and that was it. I didn't have to log in, and I was making money.
You also scammed Lenny when he was in Brave, right?
Didn't
you also scam Lenny? You said, yeah, you can
Lenny?
get
No.
Lenny, yeah. When you were in Brave, you were part of PL. Was that you? Am I wrong about that?
No, I helped Lenny build the NETC from scratch. I didn't scam him.
No. I don't mean in a bad way. It was more of a comical way where you said we'd wage peace or something, and you can get your ships, your capital ships, out of a certain station. And then somebody stepped in and said...
That was a Wrecking Crew lot. That wasn't PL. If it's the event you're talking about, I think they jumped to a Wrecking Crew system in Supers and got probed, and then you paid them off to survive, if that's what you're talking about.
No, it was different, but maybe I'm mistaken. I thought that you were part of PL, and you waged some kind of diplomacy, and then somebody said, he's not a diplomat, you just paid him for nothing.
No, that's not me. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff.
The chat's wanting to know, Blue Melon, how old were you when you started playing EVE?
This would mean I would give away my actual age, which is not.
Well, I think that's the ultimate goal. I think Marcia is.
Are you older than Rocket X?
I think Marcia's ultimate goal is just to know how old you are, because she is swooned by your voice right now.
Yes, I'm older. I'm older than Rocket. Yes.
So you're like middle age.
Yeah, pretty much.
Middle-aged Marcia, still a good one. Go for it.
Still have kids?
Right now, Marcia's out there going British accent. Close enough. I can get there on the train. I'll do it.
God damn.
Fun of me.
Do appreciate your honesty, though. Like, so it's very refreshing.
Well, Blue's always like this. I mean, Blue is one of he's one of the people that's not gonna like give you a whole bunch of like pop, rap, Gucci, 420 shit. You know, it's like he's actually gonna fucking talk.
But I mean, like, that's how the Amamake police are. Like, I remember joining them.
That's how all police are. Police are fucking honest, Green.
But no, like, there would be times where somebody would have a bad day for, like, whatever reason, and everyone was like, oh, let's just, like, watch movies or play the game and, like, get drunk and just, like, hang out. And it was just kind of, like, everyone, like, worked together to distract whoever was sad and stuff. And, like, everyone did that, like, regardless. Like, someone would just log in and just be like, hey, like, let's go do something. And everyone would go do something. It was a lot of fun.
Next week, what you guys should have is a memorial service for your AT ships. And if Doom shows up in a Thanatos that has a weird name like fuck the AT ship, then you guys should like post that shit on Reddit. Which actually leads me to the next subject.
Okay, awesome.
Oh dear.
The next subject is shot time.
Wait, can we do a shot to the fallen AT ships? I poured one out.
I'll do a shot to the fallen AT ships and for the fucking
Bless.
migration to like what I have to deal with next.
This is what I showed. This is what I showed up for. So I'm glad you're getting to it.
Shots?
Oh my god, you didn't show up for the fucking like real topic that we're actually gonna get to. I swear to God, I don't care if we have to fucking like boxcar somebody out later tonight, but we are gonna get to the fucking real topic. This one here, we're actually just going to throw it out there. Obviously, some shit blew up on Reddit this week. And this is where I'm going to say that right now, I think that Reddit is actually front-running the media sites of EVE with news, and not just front-running them in terms of like, a single topic or something like that, but like front-running them in terms of actual information as well.
Wait, I got to stick up for Reva, who's been doing a bang-up job getting news out there quickly, and she even live blogged this thing today. She's doing an amazing job.
That's cool. Okay, I'm not. I'm not saying that like shit's not coming out from any of the. Well, I would say the big three, but right now I think that Crossing Zebras is more of like a syndicated podcast channel. But whatever. I don't want to get into that right now because that'll like burn time. Then I think somebody's coming up after us. So Reddit goes ape shit over an Astrahoos name in GE Tech. So in GE Tech, an Astrahoos got named. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Shit, did I delete it? No, I did not delete it. Suicide is a choice. John B4R Ecos Astrahoos.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
pretty fucking.
Go ahead, Matterall. I just
inconsiderate.
I gave the front end into this. You do it. Go.
Well, it's infuriating, is what it is. There's a backstory. Actually, I don't want to describe the backstory, but this is
what? No, hold on. No, because
backstory.
We are a bunch of people here who will give the fucking backstory as well as the front story.
Go ahead and give the backstory though.
Well, the backstory. Okay, so apparently, how it began, all right, was that the John Bellicose Memorial, which we talked about on this show. Where the fuck did Rain go? Goddamn Rain fucking like goes to take a pee like during
calls,
like
right?
during serious shit.
She can't carry a Gatorade bottle in her computer.
Oh my god.
Do women have fucking fleet bottles, or do they just like have to get up and leave their shit?
They need fleet
like,
funnels.
They sell an attachment. You can make it. You can get an attachment.
Yeah. Seriously, get a catheter, girl. It's like roll.
Yeah, what was that one item? There was an infomercial. The Shiwi. There's a Shiwi.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to down this whole thing, but you know what, women, you're like you gotta like fucking step two. You just do. Anyways, all right. So I think about a week earlier, okay, because on this show, thank you, Rain, for coming back from taking whatever freaking like vagina wee you had to. But
I was giving wine, you asshole.
Okay, go fine. You're getting a drink.
Girls
good.
don't pee from their vagina. Public service announcement.
I'm not throwing your vagina, but
wait, what?
Wow.
The area, whatever.
Please.
I don't want to get into the whole fucking urethra thing and like whatever. But all right, anyways,
God.
all right. The Astrahoos. A week earlier, there had been a fleet for the John Bellicose Memorial, okay, which is related to suicide, and Broadcast for Reps were there and things like that, okay. In fact, I believe Rain was down there and she lit a sign for Big Country. And there were other people that were coming to like, shoot shit because fuck it, it's EVE, all right. One of the ships that happened to be there, I believe, was piloted by PL pilot Doom Chinchilla, and it was named Suicide. Shit, it had something after that.
Suicide Lol.
Suicide Lol. Okay, I have to be honest. I have a dreadnought called Suicide Fuck This. Okay, we have certain ships that are like suicide vessels that we expect to fucking die, as opposed to our no, we really mean this shit kind of shit. So therefore, I don't know that was a significant thing. However, Reddit fucking blew the fuck up. Go ahead, go, talk it.
So they dropped this Thanatos called Suicide Lol, and then they spun it and said, well, that's a suicide Thany. They're all named that. We forgot it was named that. We dropped it. We didn't mean it.
They were all named that?
That's allegedly.
In any
they
fleet,
all had silly suicide names, and he just forgot that his named Suicide Lol. The counterpoint to this is that they dropped Logi on it to try to save it. So obviously it's not a suicide Thany.
Wait. What'd you want to say?
as I think the only actual member of PL here, we do have a doctrine of carriers that are literally called suicide carriers because we use them for exactly that reason. Now, I'm not.
Well, that's a term. Like everyone's got the suicide carriers.
Like, yeah, I'm not by any means condoning
I am
any
in
of this.
PL, and
any
that's
of
why
this
my
shit.
ship is called Suicide
Yeah,
Bucket.
and we do literally mass name them when you put them on on the market, like suicide, because that's literally the doctrine when you get the pings is suicide bounties and people get in there.
But this is not the problem, though. This is not the problem. That's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not the problem. However, it is the origination.
It is the precursor to the problem.
It is the precursor of the problem. So on that particular day, okay, regardless of what name he happened to fucking name it that day, or it was just totally fucking named like that. All I'm trying to tell you is I have a fucking ship that is called a fucking suicide. Fuck this. Because that's what it is, so that I can differentiate it from my capital guns. Fucking, I'm totally in on this. We're gonna survive, kind of fucking dreadnought. All right, his was a Thanatos. I don't know if he had a different intention that day. However, a bunch of people freaked the fuck out. They made a big goddamn Reddit post and shit like that about the fact that during this thing, that was a John Bellicose memorial. There was a ship out there that was titled Suicide. Fine, whatever.
Oh, that is a little different, by the way.
After the fact, however, and this is where it really comes into it, right, is that there was an Astra Hoos that was laid down in the system of GE Tech, and it had the name of, and I said it before, Suicide is a Choice, John B4 Aracos. I'm going to say this, okay? No, it was not drawing a collusion, trying to mesh Trump into collusion Russia thing or like misuse of words.
It's gonna be huge.
Okay, there were two things here. Okay, one is the first, like the forward name. Okay, Suicide is a Choice. Obviously, that was the thing. However, and that might be edgy. In Eve, that might be fucking edgy. But when you sit there and you put the fucking like B4R and the John Bellicose part into that, that's wrong. That is legitimately fucking wrong. Okay, that takes edgy and says, you know what? You literally just sliced your own fucking wrists. Okay, so there's a bunch of shit that's fucking wrong with this, just so we all fucking know. And I'm saying that from my own perspective as being affiliated with fucking, you know, Pandemic Legion in this, because that's wrong.
Affiliated?
But I don't know. I mean,
that's a pregnant butt.
It's a pregnant butt from the standpoint of we deal with a lot of people in this game. Okay, a lot of people. I have dealt with a lot of people over the fucking years in this goddamn game. I personally have said shit I'm not fucking proud of. There are other people in this fucking game that it's true. It's fucking true, right? And this is one of the things this is one of the things that I've been able to reflect on personally over the last 18 months, that none of you were labeled for what it was I said that day, right? That night on fucking open comms on fucking New Year's Eve when I called BC what I did, okay? None of you were labeled for that. Other people out there shouldn't be labeled for what gets said. However, what needs to get labeled is, well, what happens afterwards, right? The Matani.com at that time decided, you know what? Dirk has never done this before. We're not going to fucking hold this for him then. And I went back afterwards, and I sat there, and I went to Grath. I went to Grath because he's my corp CEO, right? And I'm like, dude, back when fucking Lex Arson said something about Vile Rat, your response was incredibly fucking negative over that. Like, you thought that what Lex named that fucking station was really fucking bad, and you and Vince Draken, like, lashed out at it at the time, I believe, on Talking in Stations. Like, yeah. Do you still think? What do you think about this? And I'm gonna give you right now, okay, what his quote was, and it was, I was for sure infuriated, and I was openly irritated with Doom for letting it happen. I hate suicide. I think it's weak ass shit, but I do like the fact that John's mom did not deserve this. No matter what kind of coward bullshit John did, in my personal view, it didn't do anything. So making fun of John doesn't hurt anybody but John's mom.
That's
so for those
true.
of you out there that think that, you know what, PL is responsible for this shit, or they should have been more public about fucking outing their people and whatnot, I'm sorry. Sometimes shit gets handled internally. Sometimes it gets handled externally on some place like fucking Reddit. And why would you ever do that?
Yeah, but how long?
This shit was bad, Matterall. This shit was bad.
Well, how long did it stay up? I mean, that's a part. Leadership.
I don't
sets the
actually
tone.
fucking know because you know I don't think Reddit has a fucking timer for the amount of time it was up.
I
for.
think it finally got destroyed, if I'm not mistaken. But it wasn't defended, and maybe that was their way of not changing it. I don't know. But that's where leadership steps in and sets a tone. So when everybody's shitting on goons about their culture and everything, I think this sort of thing would have been handled very fast and very publicly. I'm not sure about that because I'm not in there, but
How do we do that though? How do we do that in Eve where it's like, you know what, we must respond to this immediately because this is bad press? Do we actually care in Eve about
It's not
bad press from Reddit?
No, it's not press. It's just bad precedent.
No,
It's,
I know, but you can deal with stuff internally where you sit there and kick the shit out of a motherfucker internally, but are you willing to put that out there so that other people can then Reddit thread it about how, oh yeah, fucking grab deep dick that guy?
So,
yeah,
do you remember the time when BC had said something about, like, what women wear dictates what you can or can't do to them? Such as if you dress like a whore, expect to get treated like a whore?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I remember that whole thing. We got shut down for a week.
And said, I'm so glad I wasn't there for that show.
Do you remember the backlash on Twitter, not only from members of the community, but as well as, like, CCP Carker? But then there was also a point where I sat in, people don't know this, but I sat in Skype afterwards and I just yelled at BC. I said that shit is unacceptable. I do not appreciate it because that reflects poorly on me, and you are speaking to things that directly affect me without, you may not realize it and you may not intend it, but that directly affects me. And me and BC spat it out. Then we were okay. Like, everything was fine the day after. But the very next week, I said I am opting out of joining Open Comms purely to show my distaste for what happened in the episode last week. And I sat out. I didn't say anything more than that. And I joined again, never spoke of it again until, say, how about now, when I'm, like, publicly speaking about it. So, like,
but was that actually a public outspeaking? I mean, like, literally right now, I am saying that this shit went over the fucking edge. I'm like, I'm not taking a fucking week off.
People? Do I have to, like, do I
Rain
have to
wasn't
make
out there
a
with
Reddit post about
She
it?
wasn't out there with a picket sign, but
wait.
There's an absolute bunch of shit out there about whether or not because who you affiliate with matters. Okay, so in that particular case,
you gotta realize
you
I affiliate
handled
with
your
pizza.
stuff behind the scenes.
Yes.
You then took a week off, and then you came back and acted like nothing happened. Okay, as opposed to saying, you know what, I was pissed off about this last week. I think you handled this fucking wrong. We talked it out here in public and let it know what was happening.
It was an internal thing, like she said, like honestly, they discussed it off air, and then she sat out.
Me yelling at BC in public would not have solved anything. Like, I let him know how upset I was
but you worked it out after the
show,
and the next week you could have sat there and said,
he never let
we've
it
worked
happen
it out.
again. He never let it happen again. And you guys even said the following week. Go on.
I have a question here. Is it
well,
really
you know why he
anybody
didn't let
else's
it happen
business?
again, right?
So the way that kind of PL works, to answer that,
is it really anybody else's business? I mean, seriously.
You know what? I think that when public people make public fucking statements that go too far, they lived their life on the edge and then found that, oh shit, it cut my Achilles heel and I fell over the other fucking edge. Yes, you know what? There is an element where you have got to show some humbleness. You have got to show something that where it's like you recognize what it is you did. And I'm sorry, maybe this is my own personal fucking experience from having lived through it. Yeah, you own that shit, and you will forever own that shit.
Well, a good person owns that shit. But really, does anybody
and good
else
people
need to
make
get
other good people own that shit.
Well,
so I think with this particular case and the kind of the culture in PL is not really, especially the leadership in PL, is you tend to let people do whatever they want within the alliance as long as it's, not too stupid, not too dumb. And if it becomes stupid or dumb, no, listen, let me finish. And if it becomes too stupid or too dumb, people within the alliance will tell you, you're an idiot, you're a retard, you'll get pinged about all this garbage shit, there'll be memes about you, you'll get call-out threads in the forums and whatnot. But it tends to all be internal. All the drama... there is certainly call-out threads for Doom in the forums at the moment. There were discussions in certain Discords and stuff like that I could see that were just like, maybe this is a bit too far. I don't know what the leadership guys, if anything, ever did, but
it didn't seem like they did anything.
Do what though?
The problem is,
what do you expect to see? Do you expect to see fucking impeachment of Doom Chinchilla?
Yeah,
do you expect to see somebody get fucking kicked out because of it, or talk to?
Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't have Elise out there saying that PL is awesome, we want to be friendly, we're just training brave, and then do stupid shit like this and have it both ways.
Oh, I mean, I think they're totally unrelated.
Why can't you, Matterall, I'm going to throw you under the fucking bus right now.
Oh, go ahead.
The day after I got out of fucking control, okay, and lashed out at fucking BC, you were there by my fucking side.
You didn't throw me under the bus, you threw me on the bench.
No, I mean, it's like, look.
I was there, but I was
I recognized my wrongity that night, okay? And I think you recognized that I recognized that, and you were there to back me up. There were a bunch of people who were not there to fucking back me up, okay, in working through that whole thing. Holy fucking shit, why am I goddamn emotionalizing for a fucking Eve video game, bitches? Okay, but... You were one of the ones who were there, okay? Scion was one of the ones who was there. Fucking Naiden was one of the ones who were there, okay? And some people that were here, like right now on this fucking show, were one of the ones that were there, okay? But you know what? Majority-wise, I was getting my ass fucking reamed, okay? But you were fucking there. But you know what you didn't have to do? You didn't have to fucking play it out in public, okay? Playing it in public is a completely different scenario.
I don't want them to play it out in public. What I'm saying is I wasn't your leadership. I was your peer. And so was Rain. She was BC's peer. We are peers, and we are helping each other.
You were the guy that if I had an AT ship, I would have lent it to, man.
the thing with
I would have stolen it.
And I totally would have lent it that day. Just be like, Matterall, can you help me?
God damn.
I'm going to do a shot for being emotional.
I just did a shot. So the disciplinary stuff should be internal. You're not going to like put your disciplinary beratings on the people under you or associated with you as like a public, stoning. But at the same time, the public shaming will come from just the general population that know about it, and they're going to shame you in all public venues.
You earn it.
And that's like you have to wear that. You have to take that and be like, I deserve it, and so this public shaming is going to happen. But when it comes to actual disciplinary, gum beatings from your superiors, that should be internal.
But this is the thing with the way that PL works, is PL is not a regular alliance that has kind of, a leadership structure and tiered people. Here's number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc., etc. Right? It's essentially.
I thought the Graftani was totally our leader.
This is the kind of bollocks that leads to these kind of discussions where. Realistically, the FCs are the guys that lead PL. If you want any form of leadership, they are the leadership, right? Outside of that, is literally just content creators, CEOs, and whatnot. Everyone is on roughly the same level. So to say that PL leadership should step in and do something is a totally pointless statement, because realistically PL leadership doesn't actually exist in any meaningful manner.
No, PL leadership is happening. This is Doom Chilla's PL right now. That's what we're seeing. Grat's probably not running.
No, it's not.
It's not.
That's
this
bullshit.
Is the point,
I don't know.
That is like totally fucking trying to throw out any goddamn alliance out there because of one guy.
What he's doing does not reflect on every member of PL whatsoever. I'm in PL. I've not even set foot in G in the last 6 months. I have nothing to do with what he's doing.
Well, who sets
and it doesn't reflect on me.
There's
no tone to set. This is the point. The PL itself.
So nobody's in charge of PL.
No one. This is the thing about the alliance that people don't tend to understand. Is so when we were doing World War B, Killer B was technically in charge of PL because he was the head FC running things when we went into wherever the fuck it was up north in Emtaco and stuff. Ron and Co was leading it, so he's the leadership of the alliance. There are people that are in the holding corp, the old guard, sure, you can call them kind of a separate tier above, maybe, but they're not leadership. That's not how things work. The leadership decisions of where PL's going to go, everything a leader does is done by the FCs. So
I will be honest, okay, because a lot of our audience is totally Imperium based and shit. Look, having spent 4 years in the fucking Imperium, I gotta be honest, I'm confused, okay, as being part of PL of what the whole fucking hierarchical structure is. All right, you know what it is? It's the guy getting it done at the time, and then a couple guys who are senior dick throwers, but really it's the guy getting it done at the time.
Thanks for the host,
Wait,
Chip.
I've got a question. Is this the first time that Doom Chinchilla has been called out for basically being a dick?
Everyone gets called out on a daily basis for doing dumb shit in PL. I'm not trying to defend his actions, by the way.
No,
That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is what is happening here right now that I understand is you're equating what Doom is doing to what PL is doing, and that PL somehow
You
has
have
a
no idea
responsibility.
the fucking infighting amongst PL people
If I want
over
to
this
name-
kind of shit.
Yeah, if I want to name my Keepstar and Marque something, I'm going to do it. There's nobody in PL that can tell me. No, it doesn't matter. It's still technically, the PL guys have it, whatever. The point is, there is nothing.
Do people
they can
use
do
those
to make
things
money.
in Amamaki? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a bill worth of stuff in there.
Well,
no, I don't mean the Keepstar. I mean, like, Pocos and shit like that. Do
Yeah,
they
yeah,
roll
but-
up to a, like, PL Poco and be like, oh my god, this says fuck bitches?
And then get
okay.
alphaed by Max. But the point is, like, if I want to do something, if I want to do something as a member of PL, there's nothing they can do to stop me. They can tell me, hey, I don't want you to name your ship, something XYZ, and I'll say, great, thanks. I'm still going to do it anyway. And there's nothing they can do to stop me from doing that because it's not the way that PL works.
That's
Well,
interesting.
then why can't... Okay, the Alliance is made of a lot of people. Why can't people just look at it and go, okay, maybe it's just Doom Chinchilla? Sorry, I'm getting a little drunk here. Doom Chinchilla being a dick and not the rest of PL.
Well, we did. That's why no one turned up to defend it if it did
Yeah.
die. Like, people were just like, yo, Doom, you're a dumbass. This was dumb. Good job,
Okay,
dude.
maybe-
You're an idiot. And there's nothing more to say. There's not, you don't need the people come out, make a big-ass thread, song and banter and all that kind
And
of
it
shit
wasn't-
saying, hey, Doom, we don't condone what you're doing. It's just...
And it
PL
wasn't
way
one of
is
those
you
things
just
where we're
shitpost
like,
them.
oh my god, if we just let the Astro Who's die, this will go under. Look,
Okay.
we had a choice of bringing this shit up tonight, and I'm gonna be totally fucking honest. It was no choice. I was willing to fucking tackle this, but everybody out there needs to realize that, you know what? The guy standing next to you, he does not represent you as a fucking player. I mean, all of these things. It doesn't matter. The fucking corpse sitting next to you in the Alliance. It doesn't fucking matter. The Alliance sitting next to you in the goddamn Coalition. It doesn't fucking matter. They don't represent you because we have all elected to play. I'm ready to do that shot, Drayden. It does not fucking represent you as an individual player. Anything more than in real life. Oh shit, that fucking party totally represents me in the goddamn fucking, vote that guy in world. Okay? We
So
work
when they're winning the
under a
Alliance
scenario of, you know what? There are some things that some people do. We overlook it from the standpoint of we're not willing to ostracize them because you know what? I'm sorry, people. Tomorrow you may literally make a similar fucking error.
Drink for literally.
Fuck it. I'm doing a shot.
like-
Go ahead, Matterall, you goddamn
Well,
liberal. Throw
real
it
quick,
out there.
real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Not to cut you off, shots though. But real quick, we've got 15 minutes left, and we haven't even touched on
My major fucking topic of the night. And I'm
Last
sorry.
thing
Yeah,
I'll
on
say
the ghost skill
Matterall.
training. So go ahead, Matterall.
Last thing on this for me. Okay, thank you for enlightening me on that. PL doesn't really have any specific leader, and it's fragmented, and that's kind of
We don't have a Lady Scarlet,
fine,
bro.
I
You
believe
can
it.
move on.
I believe it, but when you guys win the Alliance tournament, you guys share in that victory, right? So I think you kind of have to. You can't
I have
just be
never
there
shared
for.
in that shit. Never
No,
fucking
but that's-
once.
again,
Nobody
that's
shares in that
something
shit.
you
Who
need.
shares in that shit? Who can afford to
don't-
share in that shit?
I'm not saying money. I'm saying like
Money people. I'm not rich. I'm not one of them.
I know. I'm saying you're part of that spirit that won, right? So you got to
No,
take
but that's entirely different because it's
That's totally
literally a
Twitch.
direct representation of your alliance. Like you're competing as PL, and there will be people from every single group within PL that participate in the alliance tournament in
But
some
that being said-
manner or fashion.
All right, you're there for the bad times. You should be there for
All
the
right.
good times. Yeah.
We do have 15 minutes left. Oh my god, shit,
go,
fuck.
go.
I wish we had more fucking time because yeah,
Sorry.
whatever. Look, I'm
sorry.
going to slowly go through this thing right here, and I don't know how much we have to go more into that. Nope, shit, that's not it. Blah blahing
Skill
shit.
injectors?
Go skill
Skill
training.
injectors.
All right,
No.
so skill injectors that you guys have known for like the last I don't know what 8 months or whatever the fuck it
thought
is,
you were gonna
6
do the
months.
training thing.
Well, that
Skill
it
training.
involves
Relax,
skill
bro.
injectors.
Let me get into the fucking easy shit first.
Sorry.
Okay, they're coming up with increased skill injector flexibility. It is coming on May 23rd. Just for those of you who today's date is like I am right now, I'm gonna look over. Right now we're on May 19th, which for those of you in Europe is May 20th. On May 23rd, which means Tuesday. So wherever Tuesday is in your neck of the world, okay, skill injectors are changing. We are not only, they have thrown at us recently, right? The Plex fucking like breakdown. They've like fractioned that off to like, 500ths of a Plex.
Yeah.
Right now we're going to 1/5. 1/5 of a skill injector at the low end. We're going to have small skill injectors and large skill injectors, which will still be the 500,000 shit.
Oh.
So the granularity, they're breaking down the ability for you to like, granularize skill injectors. So that's kind of fucking cool. So you will still extract at 500,000 skill points. And then you can like right click it and granularize down to like, no shit, I want to like hook some like, Ghetto Brothers up for some,
So you can break it down. You can break it down into dime bags. That's what you're
you
saying.
can break it down into like basically crack skill injectors.
Yeah.
Crack
You
injectors.
you don't have to buy a whole fucking
You don't
8 ball.
have to do like lines
here,
anymore.
just take a
You
little
can, like,
crack rock.
it out.
Just a little rock.
This is how we teach.
Oh shit! Hammock
people
Talk
leave on a bicycle.
hosting with 40 viewers.
CCP.
Nice, thank you.
know what? I want to do a shot. I want to do a
Hammock
shot
Talk,
right
thank you.
now for CCP recognizing the fact that you know what? You just give a little bit out, and like all those people will come back and like buy your new
Rock.
drug.
Your new rock.
Overfilled my shot glass all over my phone.
I mean, honestly, because this is not what they're fucking doing.
It's all over my desk.
Shot for them being like crack marketers. Boom.
I think it's a good
But
change.
that went down the wrong way.
Jesus Christ, Dirk, you're a
Anyways.
mess.
Drayden,
I really
run
totally
with it.
fucking. Don't tell me to fucking drink. I just did a goddamn shot that went into my lung. Anyways,
You try some Fireball. You handle that pretty well.
the fireball's behind my monitor. I have to get up to get. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, even though I want to wash my mouth out with Fireball.
Wrong hole. Sorry,
But
Rhoda.
they are doing that. So as of this Tuesday, and you know what? This is one of the things, and this might be one of the things that you want to actually go after your Council of Stellar Management member. This is not something that we heard about in advance. This is not something that the public or the media had a fucking chance to react to. This is coming out Tuesday. Whether you like it or fucking not, shove it up your ass. So, what really scares me about this, and honestly, as a journalist related to Eve, which I try to hold back from on time to time. Look, I know those of you out there who think Dirk just fucking drinks. He just talks shit during a fucking video game TV show. But the fact of the matter is that, you know what? I consider myself the Dan Rather of rather not e-video.
So, not
No,
the,
I'm not a Democrat.
oh,
so
fuck,
shut
I
that
messed up.
fucking shit up, you goddamn.
Dan Rather was.
Anyways, the problem
not
is
the Glenn
that
Beck.
Literally
Dirk,
at
you're
this
doing
time.
you're doing that thing where you ramble too much and we don't get what your point is, but you don't stop talking for anybody else. So can you fucking
What?
just get us what you're
Why
talking
can
about?
you not deal with my fucking pauses?
Because
Which
you
is like meant to be
ramble
pauses.
and, like,
Anyways,
it's
okay,
so
fine. Okay,
awkward.
fine, woman. Would you fucking chill? I swear to God, I married my wife 21 years ago yesterday, and I feel like I've had for like 5 years now, and it hasn't been that long.
Oh my god.
The progression. It's a 5-to-1 progression. So in 5 years, Kate's gonna be in
Whatever.
trouble.
Okay, I know. You know what? Another 2-3 years, Rain's coming into my league, but whatever. The bigger question is not this whole thing, which I would love. Believe me and fucking Lockfox and fucking Noisy would love to talk about this shit that has to do with what is this whole skill point fucking reduction down to micro fucking skill point injector mean? But the bigger question is this. There is an exploit out there right now that is related to skill training. That if you are an Omega, a legitimate human motherfucking being, as opposed to some dude that came across the fucking border and over the fucking wall.
A real human being.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Whatever. Okay?
Take
Matt,
it easy,
don't
man.
get pissed off at me. Don't get pissed off at me about this.
What?
Relax. Okay?
Oh my
if
God.
you're a legitimate citizen of EVE Online, you've been training it 2 times what somebody who came across the fucking border and is an alpha has been training at. Okay? And that's fine. That is what happens when you actually pay your fucking taxes and you become a subscriber of this game. However, there is an exploit that if you came across the fucking border in the middle of the fucking night and nobody fucking saw you, but then like you were an Omega but then became an Alpha on this side of the border, your training kept going at Omega State until you logged in and said, but I am not really an Omega.
This is a really convoluted
100%
analogy.
training.
So-
All right, so basically,
over alpha
let me
How
give
do I exploit this?
let me give you the quick rundown that
You've
like
been ghost
aside-
training.
Hold
You've
on.
been ghost training, and we need to send you back.
Okay, go like analogies
So if
aside.
you're
This
skill
is
point
the
farming-
basic rundown. So, if you have an Omega account and you are training skills, you set your skill queue for 100 days, and then your account expires and becomes Alpha, but you don't log in, you will continue training at Omega skill point values, like skill gain, and you will still be able to train those Omega skills, even though you're an Alpha and you should not be able to be training those skills right now. And as long as you don't log in, you will still be getting all the skill points. So you like these skill point farmers are like
until you log
until
in.
you log in. But so these
as
skill
the
point farmers
illegal
map it out.
Omega that you are. Are you really an Alpha, or are you just an illegal Omega? Exactly. While you're still training, you're an illegal Omega.
Undocumented.
Undocumented Omega.
Undocumented Omega. I'm sorry. How did I miss that whole undocumented Omega thing?
Dirk,
Boosh!
That's not.
We
how
are not
bougie-
here.
No,
we,
I don't think
we
you
are
can
not
do
here
flex.
to give
You can
you.
do that
We are
flex for
not here to
hours.
give you how the whole exploit works.
No, you don't. No, you
because
the
all
mini
of
plex
us
now.
might
Use like one
actually
plex,
lose
which is
our
like a
main
500.
accounts, trading Trovier and Blast Him to Hell and Rain and shit like
Why
that.
am I muted? Fuck me.
No, we heard all that.
CCP has reached in. CCP has reached in and said, "Don't tell them the whole."
I don't know
fucking
why I
story,
get muted.
bitches."
I think it's when people
But-
type in
But
TeamSpeak, it mutes me.
Dirk
I don't know.
is here to lay it fucking down for you. Okay, the fact of the matter is that look, this shit has been going on probably since the initiation of fucking Alpha State, right? Yeah. Hello. Okay. However, it was given to
no.
CCP at
Hello?
the latest. Okay, at the latest, it was given to CCP, which I know, which was at FanFest. What I want from CCP is this. And I'm going to throw this out there. This is a fucking Dirk rant, okay? So bear with me. You recognize that something is fucked up within your game and that there are people out there farming this shit, farming it hardcore with hundreds of fucking alts that are fucking wrecking the goddamn internal economy of this game because they are total bitches about fucking funneling that fucking ISK into themselves and selling the skill points off on that. You have got to come out with a goddamn statement. This is not about fucking hiding it. You can sit there and say, we don't know how to fix this yet, but you are a bitch and we are going to ban your ass if you continue with this fucking action. Just come out and fucking something similar to that. Anything even remotely less than that will be taken as, all of you bitches should be doing this.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes, you can, guy who knows people who have come across the border in a different way.
Wow.
First of all, they can't. I don't.
Look, Canadian guy, don't look at me like that, because
For
if they were
those-
coming for your maple syrup, shit would be different.
For those on audio only, Dirk is laughing, clearly showing he's joking, that he's not actually a racist.
What the fuck? I mean, seriously, people, relax for a
believe
second.
CCP
We're playing Eve, and we're just trying to, like,
Yeah.
weave shit in.
I believe CCP can't tell the difference. There's no way to prove it.
Between Trump and, like, actually killing people at the border?
No, between somebody intentionally meant to do it and somebody accidentally did it.
All right, and this is one of the fucking problems, right? This is the problem with the whole exploit thing. You can theoretically exploit this passively, meaning that you just let your account unsub, you had no idea any of this shit was fucking going on, and your shit will still train the same exact fucking way, okay? As long as you had a fucking Omega skill plan trained, it will happen. But there are other people out there, we know for a there are other people out there, because the Washington Post fucking told us, all right, that there are other people out there that are exploiting this on a fucking 2 to 3 month basis. All right, this is not the ghost training of a few years ago. For those of you who have been around this game long enough to know what the term ghost training means, this is not the fucking ghost training of whatever the fuck it was, 2007 or 2008, when they fixed that shit. This is a ghost training that is different, and they have not fixed it yet because they didn't either recognize that this was possible, didn't know how to do it, or don't know now how to fucking fix it. This is not a problem with CCP. Well, actually, it's like a semi-problem with CCP, but the bigger problem is CCP needs to come out and say, we know who you are, or we will know who you are. We're gonna fucking find you. We're gonna fucking hunt you down, and a predator is gonna come over your fucking house and like suck all the isk out of it.
Like the movie Predator?
No,
So
not
this-
like the fucking
I
movie
think he means
Predator.
the
Like the fucking
unmanned
airborne
aerial
Predator,
vehicle
bro.
Predator.
Oh, okay.
So this story finally broke
A
on
video
Reddit?
gamer with like, you know, a predator
Well,
like
yeah,
under his handle.
And
And
Manuel, I
this
think this
Reddit
really
finally
started.
published this? Is
This
that why it's
started
becoming
almost with
news?
the Blood Raider accelerators, where there was something posted way back then
I mean, why-
that those
Reddit-
accelerators
I feel really
you
bad
had
for going
some
totally extreme tonight. I'm sorry.
you
I
you had
apologize.
some sort of exploit with
it's
those
all
that
right.
were doing
Check it out.
that. So
This
and now it's
basically
just going.
means that maybe CCP didn't want everybody to know what you just said. Like, you thought of that?
Well,
CCP may
yeah.
not
Got
have wanted
shots
everybody to
called
know,
in
but
Yeah.
here's the
Let's
thing. I'm gonna tell you
force
right
it.
now.
We
I'm
got
gonna tell you right
2
now.
minutes. We gotta
I
get
may
out of
be
here soon.
literally under the fucking hammer right now. I may be literally under the hammer of notifying all of you that there's an
Figuratively.
exploit that you can get into. If CCP wants to come after me, you know what? There is literally a part of me that says, "Oh God, please."
Oh, it's
Figuratively.
Okay,
figuratively.
Okay, no, there's literally a part of me that says, "Oh
No,
God,
it's-
please."
it's
okay?
figuratively.
But for all, it is literally not. You're literally not subcontext
Dirk,
figuratively.
that's not how you use literally.
Well,
It is
literally,
literally.
I
literally,
have
We have 1
never
minute
in the
left.
Don't
history
you
of this
dare,
show
Manuel.
not used literally.
literally can
Anyways,
be actually
literally, we gotta
literally,
take
or
a shot.
literally can
That's
be
a good way.
figuratively in a literal sense.
But okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, they need
Yeah.
to come down like the hammer of fucking God. If there was a Thor that actually lived there, they need to fucking bang this shit out like the back end of a bitch. I mean, just deal with it.
Thor is fake, by the way?
Peace out. Love ya.
Later, bitches.
All right, later, bitches.
Later,
We are out.
bitches.
We're done. Games Boner. Hold on, shots.
Yeah, do shots.
Games Boner is Jesus. Up next.
Wrong hole.
I think she's doing community
Whatever,
games.
Drayden. Just cut it the fuck out. We're going to your channel. Games Poner will
Winter.
be here in a few
Games
minutes.
Boner is
Winter,
up.
you wanna
She's
talk
doing
about
community
Tesla?
games, and we're out. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. We're out. Peace.
Later.